name's Hannah Martin, and I'm a graduate from the MFA Creative Writing program at Otis College of Art and Design. I'm going to be reading a piece from my novel titled Hotspots. The character's name is Andy, and she likes to have her skin sanded off by other people for fun. The first time I became aware of the empty space a living thing leaves behind when they die, I was 3 years old. My dad, Andrew Everett Abney, was a fireman. In all my memories, he's mustached and resembling a bear standing on its hind legs. He didn't die in a heroic attempt to save a kid from a burning building or pull a family from an overturned car. He got shit-faced at an Applebee's one night and passed out on his walk home. Died of hypothermia 2 blocks from her house. A dumb idiot's death. It was 2 days after New Year's. All I remember is my small face reflected round in gold in a Christmas ornament, and the sound of my mom screaming. In her grief, she had my name legally changed to Andrew. This is unfortunate. My nicknames in high school ranged from Mr. Abney, the Dude, and the Man, Mandrew, and my personal but unrelated favorite, Rat-Faced Beaver, for my adult-sized teeth and my child-sized head, giving the effect of a large rodent with facial features reminiscent of another, smaller rodent. My original name has been lost to time, and I'll never forgive my dad for stealing it or posthumously passing it on to me. Now, Mom's dead. She killed herself. She didn't leave a note, only her wallet and her gold hoop earrings in a neat stack on the guardrail. Grief is a beast. It can lay dormant for days or years, then one day it explodes out of your ribcage, alien style. My mother couldn't listen to Lovely Day by Bill Withers without turning inside out and crumpling onto the floor. When they played it at my high school graduation, she became a siren of pain that cut through the entire crowd. Grief abides no laws. There's no guidelines to it. Technically, there are 5 stages, but someone just made those up. In the 4 days since I found out she was dead, I hadn't denied or bargained, and while depression's technically a stage, it's also my resting homeostasis. I once cried until I threw up just 'cause. And the sanding is something I've done since puberty, although I do it most when I'm hopeless. But I'm almost always hopeless, and also almost sure everyone else is too. Beneath my clothes, I am a sad, misshapen leopard. She killed herself on a Sunday morning, and no one even noticed she was gone until an old lady stumbled upon her 2 days later while taking her Shih Tzu for a walk. I was living in Los Angeles with a man named Michael, talking shit on all the palm trees and working as a food therapist for kids who'd almost died eating peanuts. One kid had gone into anaphylactic shock when a woman who'd eaten pad thai sneezed near him. He had such bad PTSD that he could only eat chicken nuggets in the shapes of dinosaurs and only the brontosauruses. He wouldn't even touch the pterodactyls. Michael was the guy I was dating for 6 months. I'd spent most of the time we were having sex thinking about other things like, what's the oldest living dog on record? Or was it possible to conduct a study to find a correlation between dictators and misshapen penises? Or how long does it take for the light from the sun to reach the earth? It's 8 minutes and 19 seconds. This is roughly how long Michael would last before he would curl over me, the muscles in his abdomen tightening and jutting forward like he was trying to shake the last of the ketchup out of the bottle and come into my belly button. Always directly into my belly button. When he was looking at me, sometimes I could see him trying to imagine what I would look like without any of my scars. I never asked Michael to sand me. His home was immaculate, his counters pristine. I'd watch as his pupils would move in little circles over my skin like he was trying to polish them out. On bright afternoons, the sun would shine onto our wet bodies through a skylight, and we would roll around like ants being burned underneath a magnifying glass. Not really, but that's how I imagined it. Our skin would start to smoke and then smolder, and the sheets would catch fire, and our room would become an incinerator. I imagined our bodies being found in the position we were last in, most likely missionary, like ash people from Pompeii. In reality, the light was soft and didn't destroy anything, which felt absurd and anticlimactic.